morning, children. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Did you enjoy your holidays?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we are going to start online classes. So from today onwards, we'll be starting the online classes. You have to attend all the classes. And let me introduce myself. I'm Sindhu Saji. I'll be teaching you English. The chapter which I'm going to teach you today is Raju's garden. Okay. So what do you mean by garden?
Garden is a very place where we means we will grow.
Okay, we
plants.
grow plants and vegetables in garden. Okay. So what are the plants which are there in your house? Can you tell?
Banana, coconut,
Okay.
Watermelon.
Very good.
pumpkin,
Very good. Very good. Okay.
etc.
Okay, very good. So we have banana, coconut, pumpkin, watermelon, etc. in our garden, right? A garden is a place where we grow vegetables as well as plants. What is the name of the person here?
Raju.
Raju used to like his garden very much. He used to take care of his garden very well. He used to water plants every day. But Raju had one problem. He was a bit impatient. What do you mean by impatient? Lack of patience. అంటే ఓపిక లేకుండా ఉండడం. ఓకేనా? And again he was greedy. Greedy means he wanted more and more. Now coming back to the garden he used to grow small plants, and the plants they were growing in their usual size. For example, a rose plant, it will be of this much size. What are the characters of rose plant? It will have thorns, it will have green leaves, etc. Okay. In the same way, if you think about jasmine is a bushy plant. It will have thick green leaves, it will have white flowers, etc. But it will not grow of this much size. It is of this size, right? In the same way, tomato plants, if you look at tomato plants, they are of also little this much size. So this person, he used to have tomato and potatoes in his garden, but what he used to feel is it should grow bigger and bigger. But they have a limit size only. To that much size only it will grow. It can't go beyond that. So this person, he was sad one day. He was sitting in his garden. After all the work which has done, he was sitting in one part of the garden and thinking, why my plants are not growing big? The size of tomato is this much. But can you imagine a tomato this much big size? It's not possible. In the same way, the potato is this much. We cannot think of a potato the size of our house. That much we cannot imagine, right? So when he was very sad, he heard a voice from some surrounding area that someone is calling him by his name, Raju. But then he started staring here and there. He looked all around, but he could not see anybody. And finally he sat there again, feeling sad. Then after some more time, somebody again called him by his name, Raju. Then what happened? He went in search of the person who is calling him. Then he saw the voice came from the well. What do you mean by well? Yeah, very good. Okay. A well is a place from where you get water. Okay. So he went near the well and he was searching for the person who is calling. Then he saw the sound coming. He heard the sound coming from the well. Then he spoke. They spoke with each other. Raju, why are you so sad? The well asked him. Then he said, my vegetables are of normal size. I want my vegetables to grow much bigger. So the well told him, you take some water from my well and put one drop on each plant. One drop is how much? Just one drop on one tomato and one drop on one potato. But this person, Raju, he was a bit greedy, I told you initially, right? So he went near the well, drew some water from the well and put the entire water on each plant. Now what happened? The tomato started growing bigger and very big. And now he poured water on potato. And again the potatoes started growing bigger and bigger. He was very happy initially because he saw the potato and tomato growing bigger and bigger. He felt very happy. But after a while, it started growing so big that the garden, the beautiful garden, has turned into a forest. Now there are very big trees, and the trees are almost touching the sky. So this person got frightened. Can you imagine a potato or tomato growing as big as this building? We can't even imagine, right? If a tomato grows as big as this, then how do we plug them? Can we plug them? No, we can't. We cannot bring them to our house. We cannot cut them into pieces. So it's very difficult thing. So now finally he felt what was his idea was not working. He felt very much sad, very much frightened, and again he sat there and he was thinking why this happened, why. And again when the well saw him crying, then then the voice again came from the well and said, Raju, Raju, why are you sad again? Then he told the entire story. See, my potatoes have grown so big, it is of no use to me. That is the reason I need to make it small now. Then the well told him, you drew some water from my well and put a drop on each of this plant, and these plants will become smaller again. So Raju went into the well, he drew some water, started putting one drop on each plant, and the size has become to the normal usual size. Now the potatoes has come to the normal usual size. Now he became happy again. So what did he learn from this story? If you're greedy and if you're impatient, then things won't work in your way. Whatever is needed for you, that much you take. You should not become impatient again. You should have patience. When you plant a seed into the ground, it will take its own time to grow, to give us fruits. If you do hard work, it will take some time for you to get the result. Okay, you cannot just expect the result to come immediately. Okay, so this is what we learned from the story. You understood, everybody? Did you understand the story?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you some questions now?
Yes, ma'am.
Who was greedy?
Raju.
Raju.
Okay, who was impatient?
Raju.
What are the plants that grow in Raju's garden?
Tomato and potato.
Okay, so you like the story?
Yes, ma'am.
You're happy with the story?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll give you some hard words. You have to learn that hard words, and tomorrow that is the homework for you all guys. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you and have a nice day.